On the plus side, there's no sun to actually power your SolarBeat off of at the moment.
Doesn't need sun, just needs light. What is up, YouTube? It's James from Robin Henry Watches. Let's get straight into this week's video.
I know how itching you have been to talk about this.
Boom! Cartier fanboy video.
What was that? Power Rangers intro.
Yeah, I know. Stop talking about Power Rangers.
It has come up a couple of times, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's weird. Right, anyway, so I'm here today to talk and be bumming my load about Cartier now being the #2 Swiss watch brand by sales. There's no surprise that Rolex is still at the top. 8 billion in sales, 29% of the market share is all Rolex. What a surprise. But what is a surprise, what I've always been telling people before this data came out was, did you know Cartier is the #3 brand? That's quite surprising in watch sales. But now I'm here to tell you, get out the way, bitch. Cartier is #2. They've dethroned Omega from being, you know, the #2, which I'm sure Omega aren't happy about, but they're now #3. So Cartier is sat at 2.4 billion in sales. Omega with Omega, 2.2 billion.
Omega with Omega.
Omega with an M. So yeah, interesting.
Hopefully it spurs Omega on to do something interesting. Hopefully.
I mean, listen. The other interesting data that came out of it is now that Audemars Piguet has overtaken Patek Philippe, which is big news. AP coming in at 1.6 billion. Patek only did 1.5 billion. You losers, Patek.
Too busy selling one watch for several million.
You know, Thierry says that like, no more 5711s, just one more.
Just one more. We need to get the status back.
You know, Richard Milles up there, 1.1 billion. Again, 1, 2, 4, fifth place, Longines, 1.5 billion.
That's quite
People
surprising.
always overlook Longines. They don't realise how big it is. It's not just because they offer 500 different models, maybe 1,000.
It would be interesting to see it all by unit sales as well.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the Longines catalogue, I'm joking here saying 500 to 1,000 models. They probably actually do more, but it's huge out in Asia. Like, everyone is, I'm just, in my mind, everyone out, you know, in the Far East owns the Longines. That's the only possible answer because they're not that big in the UK and Europe. I mean, yes, they're in the windows, but they almost come across as more of like a department store or mall watch. Yeah. I own a Longines. So, you know, I still think they're a great brand. I've talked about them before, you know, so obviously it's under the Swatch Group, and I do think Swatch positions them too low. Yeah. But, I mean, what do I know? I mean, they've done 1.5 billion. But yeah, I mean, so Cartier, what has pushed them to overtaking Omega? I think it's fair to say the new Tank muffs, you know, with the red, the blue and the green lacquer dials. I would say the SolarBeat, but guess what? This is 2021 data, and they I think only about 10 of them came out last year.
Yeah, where's yours?
Good question. Do you know what the answer to that is? No one knows. No one knows where my Cartier SolarBeat...
Cartier's too busy swimming in a pile of money to actually fix yours.
Cartier Madrid sold me a watch with a defect in it. And I've been very reasonable up until this point, and Mappin and Webb locally in Guernsey have been very good, and so I reached out to Cartier and was like, listen, one of your watchmakers left a pube under the dial. I mean, I don't know if it was a pube, but let's call it a piece of lint, whatever. Like a pube. They nicely set it up so I could take the watch into Mappin and Webb, and they would send it off to London, and then whatever would happen. This was on the 1st of December. Mr. Robin Henry Watches, you're going to get your watch back on the 27th of January. I was like, okay. I mean, listen, for someone new into watches, they'd be like, what the f***? You were going to make me wait 2 months on a new watch that you sold me that's faulty. Just give me a damn new one. Yeah. But, you know, I'm a reasonable guy. I understand the market. So I was like, yeah, okay. That's
because they didn't have any spares.
Right. And that date has been and gone. Here we are in mid-March. And I don't know when I'm getting it back. I've reached out to Mappin and Webb, and they're looking into it, and they're saying, oh, it might be more like April. I've contacted Cartier Direct, and they're like, oh no, we don't have your watch, contact Mappin and Webb. And I'm like, no, you told me to give it to Mappin and Webb to send it to you. Where's my watch? What's going on? I don't want to turn this into a bit, I'm getting angry. I'm not turning it into a Cartier rant on that thing. But anyway, the SolarBeat did it, but it certainly created more interest. And when they actually make them available and get over whatever production issues that they must be having, because you can't find SolarBeats anywhere. What else pushed it? I think the Santos has had a massive revival. Not only the new models, but also vintage. Cartier vintage watches had a great year, although that didn't contribute to this data. All of the Santos models, whether it be the medium or the large, white dial, blue dial, what else? The Santos skeleton. It'd be interesting, it'd be interesting to see what made all the money. I believe, and I could be wrong here, but I'm sure I read in some other data that I can't pronounce the name very well, the Ballon Bleu range is their best-selling range for Cartier.
That's interesting.
I could be wrong, but I swear I read that somewhere.
Put it down to the Tank.
So, well, I guess the case shape of the Ballon Bleu is it's more generic, but with a twist. So a lot of people might get the Tank is obviously quite different. But anyway, well done, Cartier.
Proud of you.
Proud of you. Well done. I mean, sort my SolarBeat out because I'm gonna get. We could be making some rant videos on you soon, but just hurry up, sort my watch out. I'm obviously a massive Cartier fan.
Please rub it into Amiga so they do something interesting in it in response. Exactly.
And if you want to get on the Cartier game, buy this one. It's in the shop. Beautiful watch, medium size, December 2021, full set.
It's even better on its leather strap as well.
Yeah, it's got the quick change. You can put it on the leather, comes on a nice leather strap as well with the deployant, which Cartier invented, FYI. And well below retail. I think this retails at 13,400. Ours is 8.5.
Significantly less.
A lot less.
You haven't even really bashed it up.
There's not a mark on it. It's immaculate. Yeah. Bashed it up. Jesus, what is wrong with you? I can't even see swirlies on it. It's immaculate. So yeah.
Is it still stickered on the back as well?
Yeah, one of them fell off, but there's still one on there, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, tell us your thoughts. What do you think about Amiga being dethroned and Cartier sitting at number 2?
Tell you what I think, I'm not happy.
What about Rolex's crazy nearly 30% share? AP overtaking Patek. I'm quite happy about that. I don't think Patek will care because they want to sell 5 watches a year. Yeah, let us know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit up the web shop at robinhenrywatches.com and check out what we've got.
We out.
We out.